Hi everyone, my name is Gerone and welcome to my channel. This is my first video ever, so it's a little unnerving, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna hustle. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how I'm currently going to university for free. I didn't have to take out any loans, so I'm currently riding on that financial aid and scholarship wave. So if you're trying to figure out how to get like me and not have to pay for college, keep watching. So here's a little background about me before I get started. I had always told myself that if I was short for college by even a little bit, that I would just go to community college and transfer out because I did not want to be in any debt whatsoever. I'm the youngest child. I come from a single parent household. I have 2 older brothers, so I always knew that there wouldn't be enough money to go around for all of us to go to college. When doing FAFSA, I found that my expected family contribution, my EFC, was $0.00. For those of you guys that are doing FAFSA right now and don't know what an EFC is, your EFC is your expected family contribution, which is how much money the government is expecting your family to give you every year for college. And FAFSA was like,
oh, they're broke, so not even her parents can help her out.
When I was in high school, my GPA sucked ass compared to the rest of my peers. I had a 3.9. I took the SAT 3 times and I only got a 1080, so it was pretty bad. But I was in every single club in high school, and I was an officer for almost every single club that I was in, and that ended up helping me out a lot more than I expected it to, and we'll go back to that later. Near the end of senior year, I had won about $30-something thousand worth of scholarship money, which is a crazy amount. That's almost enough to cover 1 whole year at a UC. But yeah, like I said, if I was short for school, I just wouldn't go to a university, but I made it happen, and here's how. So first off, being super low income, I qualified for the most amount of grant money, and that already helped so much. I got a fat ass financial aid package from every school that I applied and got into. When you get your student aid report and your financial aid packages from the schools you've applied to, try calculating how much money you're gonna need to make ends meet for the year, to see which school is the most financially feasible for you. You see specifically, if your family makes under, I want to say $120,000. Hello. I am now editing this video after making it, and I have looked it up and fact-checked myself, and it is if your family is under $80,000, not $120,000. $80,000, not $120,000. Then you're technically exempt from paying for tuition. This is called the Blue and Gold Opportunity Plan, and how this works is that when you apply for a UC and they see that you're super low income, then you will automatically be given enough grant money and financial aid money to cover the cost of tuition for the year. I'll leave a link in the description to more information about that. I'm sorry if I didn't explain it well enough. I applied to maybe 30 different scholarships in my senior year and was awarded 5, and 5's actually kind of a lot. Don't be discouraged if you only win 1 or 2, because it really helps and it adds up in the end. I'm going to give you guys a few tips that I used during my scholarship search that really helped. It really helps to be as specific as possible when doing your search. So yeah, I used keywords like circling back to how I said I want to be a teacher someday. It's really helpful to be as specific as possible when you're doing your search. So when you're on Google, look up things that pertain to your major or even your ethnicity or where you live. So I look up things like Bay Area undergrad scholarship, or I'm a sociology major, so Bay Area sociology scholarships. I did things like Native Hawaiian female scholarships. things like that. It's really helpful to get as specific as possible because scholarships, for the most part, are very specific to a certain person. Another useful tip that I have when applying for scholarships is to try to apply to the ones that renew throughout the years. The biggest award that I won was for $20,000, and it's technically $20,000 because it renews every year, so they give you $5,000 every year, which helps a lot because you know you're gonna get some extra help every year that you're in college, and that you don't have to keep applying and filling out different applications. And another tip that I have is to look for need-based scholarships, not merit-based. If you're someone that's like me and wasn't as confident in their abilities in high school, then I definitely recommend applying for need-based. Merit-based scholarships are usually very competitive and have things like interviews and need you to have like 12 something recommendations for them. And I'm not saying like to not apply for merit-based, but you really need your head in the game for one of those. If you were like exemplary as fuck in high school, then I totally recommend. But if you're someone like me that didn't really shine in the classroom but showed their strengths elsewhere, then I definitely recommend applying for need-based scholarships and not merit-based. I guess my last tip is to beware of enter to win scholarships. There are websites like on scholarship.com and Scholly that are like enter to win, and I just want to say those are complete BS. If there's no essay, then it's not a real scholarship. If there's no essay required for the scholarship application, then it's probably not a real scholarship. I'm sorry. I've never heard of anyone that's won one of those. So until someone comes forward and reveals themselves, then we're just gonna disprove those that they're canceled. Enter to win scholarships are canceled. Going back to my earlier point about how being in hella clubs helped me out, a lot of my scholarship essay prompts were questions like how have you helped out your community, and just things that make you reflect on your time in high school. And I was in a ton of community service clubs, and being in those definitely gave me things to write about. For the essay prompts that ask things like how have you helped your community, or how are you planning to help your community, I definitely used my experiences from my community service clubs and just my clubs in general, and I definitely had a lot to write about. Some high school clubs offer scholarships as well. I know Interact or Key Club might have some, so if you're in those, I wasn't, make sure you like look out for them. And I think that's it. So I hope this was all helpful. If not, I'm fucking sorry, my fucking bad. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
It's me, Jesse and Ari. If they test me, they sorry. Riders up like a hurry and pull up in this Ferrari.